Jacksonville Jaguars fans, welcome into Duval Daily, presented by GinJag.com. I'm Jordan DeLuga. Thanks so much for being here. Friday, April 25th. Yes, I said Friday, April 25th. The first round of the 2025 NFL Draft is in the books, and your Jacksonville Jaguars are the belle of the ball, the talk of the town, the story of the first round of the 2025 NFL Draft after trading up from 5 to 2 to land wide receiver / cornerback Travis Hunter. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Thank you for tuning in to our live show covering the entire first round of the 2025 NFL Draft. Now we're going to focus a little bit more just on Travis Hunter and what the Jacksonville Jaguars did to pull off landing Travis Hunter, who is consensus number one prospect in this class and number one prospect on my board by a wide margin. Travis Hunter, the Jacksonville Jaguars, James Gladstone, their new leadership, they saw an opportunity. They took it. And it was incredibly bold. That's the first thing I thought. That's the first thing that came to my mind. And he said the phrase that he said when he first got hired. When the opportunity presents itself to be bold, we won't flinch. And the Jaguars did not flinch at the opportunity to be extremely bold. And James Gladstone told the media, told the fans via his press conference, via speaking with the media, he is uniquely positioned based on his experience to navigate the F them picks mindset. And the Jacksonville Jaguars did give up quite a bit to land Travis Hunter. And we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about what they gave up. But let's first talk about that building, that war room, that coaching staff, the front office, the scouts. They are so excited. And I know for a fact that locker room is excited, fired up to have Travis Hunter. Travis Hunter is also extremely excited to be a Jacksonville Jaguar, to be the second overall pick, to come play alongside Brian Thomas Jr. with Trevor Lawrence, play for Liam Cohen, play for Anthony Campanile. And this is as much about the person that he is, the worker, the human, the football-obsessed player that he is, as it is about the player on the field. And the player on the field is insanely special. The person off the field is also very special. The Jaguars highly value your intangibles off the field, who you are as a person and what you're bringing into their ecosystem, as they like to call it. So they strongly believe in Travis Hunter, the person, and they strongly believe in Travis Hunter, the player, both at wide receiver and at corner. Now, again, in my opinion, the top player in the draft, whether you're talking about him individually at wide receiver or corner or both, there are a few traits that define Travis Hunter, in my opinion, on the field. I think for one, it's whatever you want to call it, whether it's intelligence, instincts, whatever it may be. I think that it's clear he studies and loves the game. He makes plays that you would not be able to make unless you understood how your opponent is trying to attack you, both on the offensive and defensive side of the ball. So I think that's one thing that really stands out. Another thing that stands out is the ball skills on both sides of the ball. He has rare ball skills. And what does that mean? At the catch point, whether it's on the move, catching a pass and being able to turn up field incredibly quickly, easy catches. He does not put the ball on the ground. And then even more impressive than that, contested catches. This is not the biggest dude in the world, but he has length and explosiveness, and he can go up and get these contested catches at an extremely high level. I think he might have the best hands I have ever seen. And I don't say that lightly. He has some of the best hands you will ever see. And that's not just for a corner. That's talking about receiver as well. His ability to bring in the football, track the ball down the field, adjust to the ball in the air, and then make the play. It's pretty rare. It's pretty darn rare. And then at corner, he makes the same plays. but it's for a turnover instead of a catch. And then I think you also talk about that explosiveness. That's a defining trait in my opinion. The instant separation ability on offense, both as a route runner and as someone with the ball in his hands. And then defensively, the explosiveness to quickly jump a route or to quickly make up ground on a receiver and make plays on the football. He's a special guy. Absolutely a special guy. He will focus more on the offensive side of the ball to start. The Jaguars are doing that because they believe corner is his more natural position, what he's focused on more throughout his career. And so they want to get him to learn more of the nuances of the offense, kind of get fast-tracked on the offensive side of the ball, and then work on both. So he will play both sides. What exactly will his role be on both sides? I'm not sure. To me, based on what they've said, I think that offense is going to be more of the priority, but that he will play both. And again, I think it remains fluid. They said as much. It remains fluid, but they got themselves an outstanding football player. Outstanding football player. And what a move this was for Trevor Lawrence and this offense. You now have two absolutely dominant receivers. Because again, as a receiver, Travis Hunter, great route runner, attacks the football, comes back to the football, knows how to attack zones, knows how to play through contact at the catch point, come down with incredible catches. He knows how to adjust to the ball down the field, track the ball, and then adjust to it, and then go get it at an extremely high level. And you look at Trevor Lawrence just like 2 years ago. His top two receivers were Marvin Jones and Christian Kirk. And no disrespect to Christian Kirk or Marvin Jones. I think they're both good players. That does not compare to what you have in Jacksonville now. It simply does not. And when you talk about the Jaguars and their secondary, this is a massive upgrade in that regard as well. Is it two for the price of one when it comes to a player? I think it's close. I think it's really close to that. Now, it was a lot to give up. It absolutely was. 36 overall, 126 overall, 2026 first round pick. And obviously the fifth pick. But, 5 for 2, that's a wash. So they gave up 3 picks, 36 overall, 126 overall, and the 2026 first round pick. And again, James Gladstone has been a part of an organization that has thrived, not only succeeded, but thrived, making these types of bold moves. I think he did it again. I really do. Again, Travis Hunter is a special prospect. Number 1 prospect on my board by a wide margin. Now, they got back 104 and 200 overall. So it wasn't just like they gave up 3 picks for the price of 1. They do get back 104 and 200. And 104 could be a very valuable selection. And when you look at this draft, they still have 9 picks left. Now, most of them are on day 3. But it's very possible the Jaguars could end up with 3 day 2 picks. They have 70 and 88 right now in the 3rd round. 70 very early in the 3rd round, 88 a little bit later on. They have 104 and 107 at the top of the 4th round. I think those 4 picks are really going to help define what this team can be. They are going to show James Gladstone's mettle, like what he can be as a drafter for this football team. They're going to be important. And I think there's a lot of depth in this class, and there's a lot of different areas you could look to address. There are, without question. Trying to get this thing focused here. A lot of different areas you can address in this draft. Trenches, yeah. I know a lot of people still want to see offensive line. People still want to see defensive line. Maybe safety. Maybe running back. There's a lot of different spots, right? And they have a lot of picks. And they still have a ton of picks next year. Even after giving up that first round pick, they've still got close to 10 picks. Depending on how some things play out, I think they're going to have about 10 picks next year. And they could still move. They could still be aggressive, package 70 and 88 and move up for a player if they want. Maybe move down from 70. Maybe package 104 and 107 and sneak back in to the third round. A lot of different things they can do to be aggressive and be bold. And I think they will continue to do that. This is a monumental day for the Jaguars, for Travis Hunter, an organization that, in my opinion, just pulled off the biggest draft move and maybe the biggest trade that this organization has ever seen. Obviously, the Jalen Ramsey trade was a pretty big one. And that didn't work out too well for the Jaguars. Worked out pretty well for the Rams. Now you got one of those guys that kind of helped put the Rams where they are. James Gladstone, being extremely bold here in Jacksonville, in the bold new city of the South. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section below. If you enjoy the content, please like and subscribe. We will be back for more tomorrow morning, previewing day 2 of the draft and obviously talking all things Travis Hunter and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Thank you so much for your support throughout this draft season. Have a good night.